Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, my name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. It's Friday night. Jolly night. Holidays this weekend. We're doing Jolly Gingerbread. Woohoo! And, of course, you know who is chiming in, so let's say hi to him. Come here, buddy. Where you go? Where'd you go? Hi. Saying hi to your friends? Huh? You gonna say hi to everybody? Say hi. You're such a good boy. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, so, anyway, get him out of the way. Say hello, hello, hello. If you're painting with me tonight, let me know if anyone's painting with me tonight. If you're new to me, make sure you say hello. We'll give you a warm Eve's Creations family. Welcome. Woohoo! And, yeah, handy dandy table time. Let's do it. Okay. Always white, blue, yellow, red, and black. The weapons this evening, we have Big Boy. He is a 1-inch flat. We have a brand spank, well, used once, Mini-Me in the house, right? Good condition, nice flat edge. And Mr. Nifty, of course. If you send support of $5 or more, I send you these out for free. So get your hands on those. All right, you're going to swirl, you're going to tap, you're going to dab on your paper towel. You want your bristles to be wet but not dripping. Of course, I got my tea because that's what I got to do now. And it's roll call time. Oh, yeah, I see people popping in already. Hold on, can we scroll? All right, Marsha's here. Hello, 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 Marsha. How are you doing, sweetheart? Debbie is in the house. Hello, 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 Debbie. How are you, darling? And let's see who else came in. Is that it? Just two? Just two. Alright, so let me flip this around. Shoot. It's, I don't know. It's not telling me anything, so I hope this is working. Everything's been so screwy lately. Alright, I'm going to put you guys in your handy dandy holder. What? There you are. Can't show you both at once what I'm working on and where we're going. So if you need to have a reference, take a screenshot. Okay. So we got that going on. And let me get your wire. All right. So you guys ready for your jolt? All right. I hope this is working. Somebody thumbs up me. Is this working? I'm kind of distracted because it feels like the live's not working. Is the live working? I see Marsha and Debbie, but nobody else. Is everything cool? Alright, I got a thumbs up. I see one. Alright, cool beans. Okay, hello, 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 Tina B. How you doing, sweetheart? Alright, so, okay, cool. Thank you. I just felt like it wasn't working, and I'm like, I don't know, should I keep going, or what's going on? But, alright, just didn't seem like it was working. So, those of you following my make-em-up journey, I have sparkly lips, and, of course, red and green sparkles going on. We gotta do the sparkle up. It's Christmas, so we're sparkling it up. Alright, so stars is activated. Also, they're about a penny each, just to let you guys know. 1 penny. And I got Venmo. And hey, Joan's here. Alright, there's everybody coming in. Hello, Joan. Right? I am all holiday decked out. And okay, so stars is activated. For support, I also have well, I almost canceled this whole live out. They really should not put that button next to end live. I literally almost just shut it all down. Whoo! This thing's gonna give me a heart attack tonight. Alright, we got PayPal. There's PayPal. And we got Venmo. Venmo's going on. Where's Venmo? Venmo, there's Venmo. Of course, everything can be accessed through my website, right? All of my social media, you go to linked on my website. All of my, to send support, you go to support on my website. To order merchandise, you go to merchandise on my website. So all of that is good. I'm going to give you my YouTube channel. 3. Right? Let's just wait for Eve to find buttons as usual. There is YouTube. I'm trying to get them all out of the way now. Everything anybody could possibly need. I'm trying to hook you up now so I don't have to think about it. And the Etsy shop. More and more art is going on to Etsy, guys. So, and of course, I could customize any of those paintings. So get on my Etsy and buy some art. I'm doing my inventory. I got a lot of art. All right. So, other than that, did I miss it? Sam is here. Hello, Sam. I see Sam. Okay, so Sam is here. We're doing gingerbread men tonight, which is amazing. And, also, heads up, my videos for Facebook, right? They're, on there. Yes, right? This weekend, Sam. Right, as of right now, those videos are posted to stay on my Facebook page indefinitely. That's going to change, okay, guys? So if you're watching, thank you, Sam. If you're watching your replays off of my Facebook page, they're not going to be there forever. They're going to be there for 30 days, and then that's it. So if you haven't traveled on over to YouTube yet to hit the subscribe button, that's where they're going to be indefinitely. All right. So come the new year, not tonight, but the new year, the videos that I do live for Facebook are not going to be available on Facebook after 30 days. All right. I mean, all the ones that are in play now are going to stay there, but anything new in the upcoming year, the replay, you're going to have to catch it on YouTube. If you're watching it a month later, it's going to be, got to go over there. All right, so make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the same name as my Facebook, Eve's Creations Paint Party, and I have links everywhere to be able to do the YouTube. So we're cool with that. All right. So what else? What else did I want to tell you guys? Oh, what if there's a delay in uploading them? So my sister's been on point lately, which is cool, and they're still going to be on my Facebook for 30 days. They're going to be on Facebook for 30 days. So they're accessible there. And after that 30 days is when they're only going, yeah, so the new ones. The new ones are going to be like anything I'm doing in the new year, the new ones are going to be on Facebook for 30 days, and then they're going to delete. So if you want to watch one and it's like 3 months later, gotta head over to YouTube. Okay? And if something happens where that plan is not working, I'll just go back to what we were doing before. But all of the videos are updated on YouTube. Except for the one that, I think it was Dawn. My sister posted a video twice and had like a different title. Anyway, it don't matter. It was a big thing, and I was like, but we took care of it. Let's see. Oh, 6 new comments. All right. Hi, Carolyn. How are you doing, sweetheart? Oh, they're my comments. Okay, Mary. All right, loading on new ones. Okay. Hey, Carolyn, how you doing, sweetheart? All right, my feed's coming in a little weird, but that's okay. Merry Christmas, everybody. How you all doing? Are you hanging in? Are you hanging tough? Oh, yeah, no. That shouldn't happen, because when I'm done with you guys, I get the prompt on saving the videos and posting the videos. So unless that screws up, which it hasn't in a long time, I hope I just didn't jinx myself. No pen. If that screws up, it shouldn't. So hopefully, yeah, let's not jinx that. Okay, good. Cold beans. Yeah. So they'll still be available on Facebook. Just not indefinitely. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carolyn. Happy birthday to you. Stolat, ne żyje nam. Stolat, ne żyje nam. Niesta nas, nie żyje nam. Ne żyje nam. That's Polish, if you guys didn't know. It's the only Polish I know because every birthday in my family we sing that. So, hi Cindy, you walked into me, my bad singing. But it is what it is. Alright, I have no idea where that pen went. There it is. Okay, let's get this party started. Because you guys know I'll talk to you this whole time and we won't get anything done. Because that's what I do. Alright. So, of course, don't pay any attention to what's underneath. My mom, get this. So, my mom, my beautiful 85-year-old mother, she took the canvases and my gesso. You're welcome, Carolyn. Many more, sweetheart. She took the canvases and the gesso, and she's priming all my canvases for me, and she's very excited. And she has the whole assembly line on how to paint them and dry them and everything else, and so maybe we won't be having this happen every time I'm live. But yeah, so she took that job, which I think is adorable. My sister's birthday too, and the gotcha day for one of my cats. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. You need a screenshot, Joan? What are you slacking? Joan slacking. All right, here you go, sweetheart. Yeah. It. My one sister and my mom, and I'm lucky in that regard. They're very supportive. So there you go, darling. There we go. Oh, we're doing some mad candy. Now, if you guys think I'm gonna stay on here and paint every single heart and every gumdrop and every single, you're wrong. You know, I'm going to get you to the point of where you can create it and have everything you need and have fun on your own, right? So if, yeah, because this took a minute, and this is available for Off the Easel, so if you want to purchase this painting, you would get $50 off the purchase. So, Joan, are we good? Thumbs up me, darling. Thumbs up me. I always feel bad for holiday babies. I always feel like you guys get gypped. But, like my birthday's in the middle of July. There's nothing going on around my birthday. Nothing. So, and that's very hot tea. Alright, I'm just going to take it for granted that Joan is good. Because my feed's coming in weird, and you might have answered me, but I know you know what you're doing, and I'm sure you're good by now. Okay, so we're going to take Big Boy, and we got blue and white. Blue and white. Unless you guys are doing a different sky, which you could totally do, but the whole thing is blue and white. So we're gonna, hey, Laura, how you doing, sweetheart? So we're doing blue and white. And we're gonna cover the entire canvas. Right? The more you go over it, the more blend together. You wanna make sure that you have a nice thin layer. You want coverage, but you don't want it thick, baby. We don't want it thick. No, we don't. Alright, so there we go. Oh, just a reminder, all of my videos are kid-friendly, so I'm going to try to watch this mouth of mine. If you guys can watch your comments, that would be cool. Hey, I had a question for you guys. When you watch my YouTube videos, hey, Debbie from Thunder Bay, Ontario. Yes, here everybody comes. All right, so Laura's here. Hello, Laura. How you guys doing? And who else just popped in here? Hi, everybody. I can't believe it's the end of the year either, Sam. I don't know where it went. Joan gave me the hey, Kayla, how you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, Christmas in July. That's exactly it, Kayla. How you doing, sweetheart? Laura's busy. Debbie's coming in. Hello, 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 Debbie. How are you? Yeah, my comments are coming in like clusters and all at like after the fact. But that's okay. I can still see you guys, so I'm not going to jinx it. Shauna is here. Hello, 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 Shauna. How are you doing, doll? And April is here. Hi, April. How you doing, sweetheart? All right, there we go. Hi, Merry Christmas. All right, so, yeah. Oh, geez, it's very cold, right? Okay, so we're going to finish putting this on. And Eve lowered all of the moisture creating heating elements in my house. So I shouldn't really have any issues. And I am just swiping over this to make sure it's nice and even all the way across. All right. And now that I'm about, let's see, let's go down a little further. A little further. Right? Because I want to be about halfway. We're going halfway with this. There we go. Alright, now you just add more white to your blue. More white to your blue. Okay, so a whole lot of white. Little bit of blue. And we're going to make the bottom more lighter. That's really good English, Eve. We're going to make the bottom lighter than the top. That was a really good English. Alright. So, alright, you guys are all talking about weather. Alright, cool. Alright, like, every single comment just flew past my screen like crazy fast. So, I'm just going to take it that you guys are all talking about your weather. And New Jersey has had very cold, rainy, damp days. Like that cold damp, but no snow or anything like that. But it's gone down to freezing. We're in Fahrenheit, so it's gone down to like 30 degrees. That whole Celsius Fahrenheit thing confuses me. I used to be really smart and I'd know how to convert it, but now I think you just add like 32 degrees or something like that to convert it. Because zero Celsius is freezing and 32 Fahrenheit is freezing. So, but I could be wrong. Alright. So, we're just making the bottom lighter. That's all we're doing. Okay, we're just making the bottom lighter and I'm smoothing this all out. So, what I wanted to ask you guys is, I was actually going to take the week off, but, I don't know. I'm thinking now, like, I want to take it off, but then it's going to roll around and be next Friday, and I'm going to be like, oh, I should have went live, like, because, like, right now, I got all holiday weekend on my mind, so I'm like, what? I don't want to do anything. But, that's all going to be over and said and done with, and there's going to be a week from then till next Friday, you know? So, what I wanted to ask you guys, though, but what I am going to do for Friday is a how-to. Because I'm not going to turn around and stress myself out and try to get a new painting painted by next Friday, not with me decompressing from the madness. So, my question to you guys is, what do you want me... Hey, Robert, how are you doing, sweetheart? What's going on, doll? What do you want to see? I've done a lot of how-tos on all sorts of stuff. So, like, there's how-to everything. Is there one that you want me to, like, redo because it's, like, 4 years old? Or is there stuff you want to see? Like, what do you guys want to see? What do you want me to show you? What do you want to, My OGs in the house. You know what my how-tos are, right? How to paint trees, how to paint mountains, how to paint blending techniques. Blending techniques. All right. There's really only one, but train April. I did a train. Go look for it. It's a fall painting. Trains. Stinker. I still wrote it down, but trains are not like. Maybe I'll do a train. Who knows? Perspective. Perspective is cool. We could do perspective, right? Perspective, definitely. Maybe I will do a train, because a train has a lot to do with perspective. You did a rage painting last night and then covered it with a tree. Okay. Don't know what that means. Animals. Animals. I have a lot of how-to. I have how-to on animals already, but keep that in mind. You are always on the naughty list, my dear. You have issues with those? Perspective? Fur and feathers. I've done both of those, Debbie. How to fur and how to feathers is on the YouTube. I've done both of them. So go check it out. Go check it out. In fact, the how-to fur is a rainbow lion, which is kind of cool. Perspective is great. You're having issues with an old red truck and a... Yeah, that's true. Perspective. Okay. That's 2 for perspective. All right, so I got blending, trains, perspective, and animals. I'm writing it down, people. I got you. All right. Cool. Yeah, I never did perspective. You're right, guys. I have never shown you that. And I showed you a train, gosh dang darn it. I have shown you a train. I did a how-to trucks. I did a how-to on trucks. That is out there. That was kind of nutty, because getting the truck down with what was it? I think 3/4 view or something was kind of difficult, but we figured it out. All right, thanks guys. I appreciate that. So that's what we're gonna do next week. All right, so I don't have to worry about getting a painting together by next week. Perspective, I know, but we drove you crazy. The truck was absolutely maddening. Yeah, it got, like, the how-to truck video kind of got derailed a bit. We kind of went off-road with that one. All right, I need more white paint. And so my blue is on the dry side, right, which is cool. And on this whole bottom, we're going to turn around and I'm going to take white paint on my nice clean big boy. All right, just a little bit. Okay, we're going to hold him horizontally, and we're just going to like that. That's it. Sweep. I guess this is sweep. All right, we're just going to sweep this across. All right, and stick and move. And if you're starting to press harder, you have to grab more paint. All right. Now, smaller sweeps in the back. Okay, smaller sweeps in the back, right? Little sweeps, little sweeps, little sweeps. Okay, leaving spaces in between, right? We don't want this solid white. Okay, because then you're not going to see anything white that's on your background. One thing you still have trouble with is variations of shade. For example, different grays. Transition colors. Okay, I got you. Transition colors. So, right? That's what you meant, Carolyn? Transition colors? Okay. And then as you get further down, your sweeps are going to get bigger. Okay, and notice I'm sticking and moving, and I'm leaving that blue in between. Yeah, I haven't done a how-to in a while. Like, I did one when I got home from the cruise because I was away. I didn't have time to create a painting, but I'm thinking that in the new year, I'm going to be mixing, you know, as long as you guys have stuff that you want to see, that I'm going to start mixing in some more how-tos into Fridays instead of doing like a complete painting. This way you guys can ask me whatever you need to during the live and pick up some different skill sets that are going to help you create, right? Because I can show you guys how to do, you know, you already know how to do shapes. You already know how to do mapping. You already, like the majority of you. Some of you are new to me, and I don't mind explaining it again, but you guys already have that skill set, right? And that's what we're doing tonight. We're doing shapes and we're doing mapping because this is a very graphic painting. I'm also going to turn around and like there's going to be a lot of changes with the new year. Not major changes, just little things I'm going to try to tweak and try to do something different. So I think for the new year, I'm going to throw some more landscapes at you. I did landscapes. I can't talk. I've done landscapes for you guys in the past, right? Because I've been doing this like 3-4 years. But it's been a minute since I've knocked out a landscape from beginning to end with you guys, right? We kind of did landscapes. I know. I want some mint jelly now. So I think I'm going to start doing that, right? Because I want all my videos to be beginner friendly, but I think also at another point, I can start adding some more level ups because a lot of you have been with me for a while and you already know a lot of the basics. So when you go to college, you're going to be a fine arts major. Nice, Sam. That sounds amazing. That's cool. So, yeah, guys. And you know, you hit me up with whatever ideas that you want. And, you know, I'll try to take care of you as best as possible. All right. Throughout this whole painting, if you're waiting for me, you're just going to start painting hearts. Another willow? You want a willow, darling? I'm going to do a willow with a train running over it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a willow tree with a train running over the darn thing. All right. So, as you're, like, waiting for me and all of this happy stuff, and you should be putting hearts, little tiny hearts everywhere. And, you know, make them upside down, sideways, straight up and down, to the side, all that stuff. So, I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, so we got our basic heart, right? So, all you need to do for the basic heart is you're going to take either your small round or your detail brush, and you just... I'm trying to do this so you can see as I'm doing it. So I'm going to pull up and I'm going to push down. And then I'm going to pull up on this side and I'm going to push down. And as you do that, you're going to get the most perfect little heart, right? Easy peasy, 2 strokes. That's it. Just 2 little strokes, and then you can always come in and do a little whatever. Alright, so that is how to do a heart. That is really quick, okay? I'll show you again, and I'll show you trying to hold the camera. Alright, so you're going to pull up and then push down. And then you're going to pull up and push down. That didn't work at all because I am not that coordinated to hold the camera and do one of those at the same time. But I could just schmooze it. Alright, so that's how you do fast hearts. And if you want to turn around and you want to make one sideways and you're having... If you want to turn around and make one sideways, okay, draw a little mini line for yourself. Alright? Draw a little mini line, and then you turn around and you go on the one side, okay, and then you go on the other side, and there you have your sideways one. And then you could come back in and schmooze it, right? You could come back in and schmooze it. Alright, so that's sideways. And then we have one at an angle, right? You want one at an angle, okay? So you draw a little tiny line at an angle for yourself. Okay, sorry, earthquake, guys. I'm trying to like not have my hand in the way and show you guys at the same time. All right, and then push. And then you come over here and you push. All right, and fix it up. Okay, so that's how you get the ones on an angle. Alright, so you can fill in as many little hearts as you want. And they're all going to be white first. You know the drill. Right, they're all going to be white first. White, and the color. And then, is schmooze a word? Yes. It is an official term. Gosh dang, darn it. What's in your hot cocoa tonight, April? You've missed me. That's what it is. You haven't been on in a while. You gotta... You nutball. Okay, so now you know how to do your hearts. Lickety split. Right? And then in between all the hearts for the whole entire background, I just filled in spaces with some dots. Okay, so you're just going to fill in spaces with some dots. Alright? And you can fill in your entire canvas as much as you want or as little as you want, and you're going to get all of this really cute, pretty going on. Okay? That's all you need to be able to do all that. And if you keep your OCD in check, you can do it rather quickly with the trick I just showed you. Alright, so. You are educated. Edumacated. Okay, so now I want to take Big Boy and I want to find my center. Let's find our center. Okay, so you want to keep this, there's halfway, you want to keep it above halfway. I'm going to find my center, and I'm going to do a line, right, holding my brush back here, straight up to the canvas. Faster I go, straighter it's going to be. Not that it matters. Okay, then I'm going to turn my brush the other way. And I'm going to do one on this side, one on that side, one on this side, one on that side. So your house is evenly built in the middle of your canvas. Alright? Evenly built in the middle of the canvas. You Googled it. Oh my God. That's hysterical. Alright, I'm going to find that center one more time, right? Make a mark and do my triangle. Okay? And we're going to fill this in. Fill and fix, right? Fill and fix with just the white paint. Okay, fill and fix with the white paint. Now, if you're going to do the hearts with the trick, guys, practice on the side first, or practice in your snow till you get the, like, lay it down and then push the bristles trick down. Alright, guys, so practice in your snow first, so any ones that are kind of cattywampus, that's an official term too, you know, cattywampus. Any ones that are kind of cattywampus, you can just and get rid of them. So keep it at that. Okay. So got my house in the center, even Steven, both sides. Boom. All right. You totally educated. We all learned something, right? So, really, Carolyn, that sounds good. I always go, meet up with the fam Christmas morning. So my Christmas day, is over fairly early. My daughter comes the night before on Christmas Eve. We do our thing, then I go see my family, the sisters, and the mom, and the uncle, and we do like a brunch. And then I come home, and Christmas Day night, nothing. Got nothing going on. Absolutely nothing. But it's cool, because I get to, Billy says that cattywampus means cockeyed in the South. Really? Thanks for, wow, we're getting educated on all sorts of sides tonight, aren't we? Alright, swirl, tap, dab my brush, grab some more white paint, and we're going to turn around and put in our gingerbread, guys. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is you're going to turn around, find your center. Home, find your center. Okay, you're going to go about 2 hands up, and you're going to swoop. Swoop. Alright, and you're going to come on the other side. Make sure they're centered, and swoop. Swoop, swoop, swoop. There we go. So there's one swoop, and there's the other swoop. Okay, once you have that into place, you're going to follow along here, curve it around, and bring it in. Alright, bring it in. I was going to go all the way to the edge of the canvas, but that was just going to open a whole door of naughty, and I'm trying to get stuff from Santa, so we're not going to do that. You can turn around and bring it in like that, alright? So, but like I said, I want presents from Santa, so we're going to do it this way. Just saying. Alright. I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but alright, that's cool. Okay, so back over here, swoop it around, bring it in, and curve it upwards. Alright, fill and fix. Okay. And you want these on an angle towards the bottom of your canvas. Okay, guys? Alright. So, once I have that in place, then I can gauge where my head's going to go, right? So I'm going to follow this around. And then I'm going to curve, like when it's, see how it's right where the corner is? Right? And I'm going to curve it up this way, leaving about a hand worth of distance. Alright, and the same with this one. I'm going to follow this around, right where like the corner is here. We're going to curve, and I'm going to leave about a hand's worth of distance. We said that the Grinch will eat all of your cookies. I know. My sister is she's the one that makes the banging cookies. Cookies are not my forte. I'm the sister that makes really good cake. I'm really good at making cake. My other sister is really good at making pies. So my one sister's been working a lot. I don't know if we're getting any cookies, but that's cool. Okay. Once you have that in place for yourself, right, you're going to do your circle. And start off Start off with like a semicircle, right? Obviously that's too small. Okay? And because what's going to happen is it's not a semicircle. It's actually like a 3/4 circle. All right? But once you kind of put that in place for yourself, then you could turn around from this corner, pull outwards, bring it around, and then bring it in. Okay? And then you have 3/4 of the circle showing for you. And of course, you can fill and fix, right? To get it the shape that you want it to be. Alright? And then the same thing on the other side. Okay? The same thing on the other side, right? Do the half circle. Smaller than what you want it, just to kind of be like, alright, that's a half of a circle. And I want 3/4. April's on the naughty list. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Alright, but I want a 3/4 circle. So once I have that in a place for myself, I'm going to turn around right here. I'm going to bring it out this way. Bring it on in, and then tuck it in here. Okay? And then that way, you get 3/4 of the circle. And fill and fix. Fill and fix. Alright, now you don't have to worry about filling this like base white. You know how we map things out and we're always like, oh, make it white, 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 white. You're putting brown on it. So brown is going to cancel out all of this blue and everything else. So you don't have to worry about filling this in to where it's like white, 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 white. Right? Just fill it in so you can get brush strokes that are following, right? You're not going to have the horizontal brush strokes throughout this thing. Kind of get yourself trained to the shapes, right? And put like a nice little light dusting of white so it's a basic background. But you don't, like, see how mine's still see-through? That's okay. And also, if you need to make any adjustments, this is where you would make your adjustments. So after you're done filling this in, you just want to make sure, right? And I'm getting rid of the neckline right here so I can see it better. So after you're done filling this in, you just want to make sure that you have the shapes of 2 gingerbread men. And remember, the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. So don't be stressing these circles. If you have to use a template, use a template. Alright? I'm literally, my comments are not scrolling as you guys are talking. And, you said that the background would eat all, the Grinch, naughty, you need to get rid of yeah, you need to get rid of your neckline, that's true. And something about mapping, sorry guys, I don't know, yeah, I'm glad you're all chatting though and having fun. I have no idea what my comments are doing. They're just doing whatever they want tonight. Like, I'm looking at my screen, and every time I look at my screen, it says 10 comments with an arrow. And then if I hit that button, they all come flying upwards. So, I don't know. But I'm still actually intrigued with the whole 3-meat Polish dinner that Carolyn was talking about. Like, I want to know what that's about. Because that sounds delicious. Okay, so, dinged with my gingerbread. Now my house is dry, right? So, my house is dry. The stars are enabled, though. I can pay attention to that. So, I love mapping in white. I also love how we did the background on the hummingbird painting. When we do how-to classes, maybe we can do that background. I'd have to look up what that was, sweetheart. Was that, like the teal stripes, like greens and teals, and it was all stripy. Was that what it was? You know, Facebook, can you, like, stop? You know what it is? They added a thing to where whoever sends stars gets pertinent attention, and their comments are going to get highlighted on the bottom of my screen. And I think that's screwing up with the regular feed of comments that's supposed to come through. But anyway, it's fine. Those are my problems. You guys are doing great. You're doing awesome. Okay, so now, you guys know what brown. Thank you, April, for the stars. I appreciate that. You're a sweetheart. You want first dibs? It didn't work. It's 200 stars. Alright, so the first brown you're going to make is going to be a very, very light brown, and so you're going to add a whole lot of white, right? And you know we make our peach first, so yellow, red, whole lot of white. Okay, make your peach. Okay, make your peach. Alright, and then we're going to add blue to it. Okay, if it's looking a little green, you add more red. If it's looking a little purple, you add more yellow. But you just want a very light brown to start with, okay? Because we're going to layer the brown colors, and you guys know we want the white in this brown to block out the rest of the background. Oh my goodness. So who's going to watch New Year's ball drop? April coming in with the stars. Thank you, darling. It still didn't work. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to turn around and take my nice flat brush, and I'm going to start here, right? And I'm just going to pull down. We're just going to pull down. We're going to use the flat of that brush to give us a nice edge. Okay, and we're just going to do these slats, and we're going to pull down, right, this way. Okay, you get nice even coverage. Notice I'm pushing my brush into the canvas to get it nice and smooth. Right, we're going to get it nice and smooth. Smooth, baby, smooth. Smooth, okay, using the edge of that brush to get a nice edge. Just like that. Right? And then we're going to turn around and fill in our triangle. Again, pulling nice and flat, using the edge of that brush, line it up with the edge of my triangle. Okay, you got to make sure that your brush is razor sharp, right? Can't be going in there with a brush and its bristles are like this way, that way, this way. It's not going to work. You need a nice, sharp edge. Okay, there we go. Just like that. And then the bottom has like a little porch on it. Alright, so we're not going to worry that we went over, because we're going to turn around and we're going to drop this down a bit. And we're gonna, oh, thank you so much. There you are, Tina B. Tina B landed in the, you landed in the little comment block. Okay, so now that I have that, right, faster you go, straighter it's gonna be. Gonna press my brush into the canvas and pull. There we go. Okay, gotta let that dry. So we're gonna turn around and we're gonna color in our gingerbread man. Same thing, a nice light brown with a lot of white in it. All right, so we can form that barrier. All right, swoop around, use the edge of that brush to give yourself a nice and sharp edge, right? And color it in. Right? Layer one. Layer one on everything. Layer one. Now, my gingerbread men, one is lighter and one is darker. So it's up to you if you want to make them both the same color when you make your pile of brown. Right? You're going to make a lot of it. A whole lot. Or you're just going to use your brown paint, one or the other. If you're using brown paint, add white to it. Alright? And I am trying very hard to stay in my lines, so I am going to turn around and put my outer line area in first. Okay, taking it nice and easy. Okay, give myself like a little coloring book effect here. Right, nice and easy. And color it in. Notice I'm following the direction of my shape. Okay, getting rid of April's necklines. Christmas movies. Yeah, I don't know if you know what? I'm one of those Hallmark movie gals. I like those Hallmark movies, I'm not gonna lie. Right? I always know it's gonna end with the smoochy smooch at the end, but I don't know. I like them. Again, nice, smooth edge. Fill that in for myself first. Okay, because you all know how I like to stay in the lines. Alright, following the shape of the head. You notice these brush strokes right there? You just place your brush and do a nice smooth stroke. And you'll get rid of all those brush strokes. Color it in. I don't know if I like the Hallmark movies. I do. Favorite classic movies? I don't know. Like, It's a Wonderful Life still resonates. I mean, because the whole story, you know, resonates. Having to refocus and look at what's important in your life. Not to get overwhelmed. Miracle on 34th Street with the little girl and Santa, and then I worked for the post office, so the fact that the mail like kind of saved the day with the court, I thought that was kind of cool. Alright, big boys in the water. White Christmas with Bing Crosby, right? Oh yeah, what movie is that? Was with the leg lamp, and that one's iconic. What was that movie called again? Where he got his tongue stuck to the pole, and the leg lamp, fragile, it must be Italian, and the dogs with the turkey. Alright, roll call time. We got April, Marcia, Debbie, Tina B. Robert popped in. Tina told him to get milk. We got Joan, Sam, Carolyn, Cindy, Laura, Kayla, Debbie, and Shauna up in here. How's everybody doing? Christmas Story. Yep, that's what it was. That's an iconic movie. I never really got into the Home Alones. I watched them, but I wasn't like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. But Christmas Story I liked a lot. Some people are like, Home Alone, and I'm like, yeah, it's alright. Thank you guys for the stars. I appreciate that. Alright, like I said, you're filling in hearts and dots and all of that good stuff this whole time. Alright, so we're going to swirl tap dab big boy. We're going to swirl tap dab the big boy, right? Notice there's only like 3 brushes tonight. I mean, you can use a small round. I just decided to use tiny. What's in my coffee? Actually, I'm drinking tea, April. I had to switch. The coffee was wreaking way too much havoc on my tummy tum. Because I have the IBS. So, you got a little star next to your name now, though, April. That's cute. It's just regular tea. I'm all Christmassy. I keep looking at my face because it's all Christmassy. Alright. Swirl tap dab the big boy, and we're going to turn around and we're putting in the swoop swoop from the house. You know, the very technical term, swoop swoop. The path. Okay? So, I'm going to grab some clean white and just a little bit of clean white, right? I'm going to wipe most of it off on the edge of my palette, and I'm going to grab my blue, right? I'm going to wipe that off on the edge of my palette. Nice chiseled edge, razor sharp, right? And you're going to do small little swoops. Find the center of your house. Find the center of your house. Okay? Lots of finding centers tonight. Okay? Place your brush. Drop it down so you know where you're going. Alright? Here, you're going to do like just a little zigzag zoom action for now. And then you're just going to make it bigger and bigger as you work your way down. So, and it's okay if you go into your gingerbread. That's fine. We only did our first layer. Okay, and we're just going to make it bigger as we work our way down. Very little paint on my brush. I'm just getting in where the path is going to be. Alright, and I'm going to go back with my brush the other way and do like a little curl. Okay, making sure you stay nice and small by the house. And it's a flick on the edges. Right, once I have that in place for myself, okay, I'm going to wipe off big boy. Get my edge back. I'm going to go in with blue paint with a microscopic amount of white. Okay, just a little bits at a time. And I'm going to do like curved little pieces. Right? Curved little pieces. And you're going to stick and move. You're going to stick and move. And you're going to stack them. Okay? You're going to stack them so you have the lighter blue and the darker blue. And notice I'm keeping it moving. Keeping it moving. Grabbing more paint. Okay? And we're just flicky doing, guys. We're just flicky doing. And you just make them bigger as you work your way down the canvas. And like I said, it's okay if you go over your gingerbread men lines at this stage because they only have layer 1 on them. I'm going to lighten my blue a little bit because it's going to get lighter the closer that it gets to me. And we're doing flicky swoops. You got to Google that one, Tina B, or flicky swoops official. Is that an official term? Alright, very lightly, just going to bring it back up. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to make the brown that we want. Yeah, I had that earlier, April. I had my one coffee earlier. Today is hey, Penny, how you doing, sweetheart? How you doing, darling? How's Penny? Penny's cool. Yes, that's what we do. That's what we do. We make our own words. Alright, swirl tap that big boy, and we're gonna make the blues, the browns that we're gonna actually work with. And I need a whole lot of it. So I'm grabbing a whole lot of yellow. I'm grabbing a whole lot of red. I'm grabbing a bit of white. Okay. And I'm gonna smash that up. Get like a darker peach going on. Alright, if it's looking orange, add more yellow to it. Now I'm going to add my blue. Okay, I'm going to add some more blue. I want it to be a little darker. Okay, we have a whole big pile, right? Smash, smash, right? These are pretty solid colors in this painting. So you can give it a good mixy mix and get it to be all one solid color. We're not doing anything that's wood-like or anything like that. So you can give this a good mix in to get a solid color. And I'm going to come in here and again, follow my lines. Alright, then color in your gingerbread. Right, following the direction of my shape so I don't get those paint lines. If you see your blue, add some white to your brown. Alright, so I'm going to grab some white with my brown and I'm going to come in here and recut this in. Right, just sweeping back and forth so you don't have a designation between the head and the body. Right, and then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to add black to my brush with my brown because I want this guy to be darker. Whoop, that was a whole lot of black. Let's move some of that to here. Right? Outline my shape. Now, in a perfect world, right, where if I wasn't on time constraints, you would add layer 3, layer 4 to this, right? The more layers you add, the better it's going to be. If you had to add a little bit of white to the lighter gingerbread guy, you know, as you add your layers on, that's going to become one uniform color. Okay, so these objects, I would let them dry, right? Fill in your sky, whatever you're filling it in. And once they're completely dry, keywords completely dry, you go in and add another layer of color, right? You got to let the brown completely dry, because if you don't, it's just going to wind up lifting off. Brown has a tendency to do that. Even if it's brown out of the tube, like even if you're not mixing your browns, the browns that are out of the tubes have a tendency to lift off the canvas when you play with them too much. So you have to put it on and leave it alone. And like I said, more layers you add, the better it's going to look, right? Nice smooth strokes, a little bit of a light little dusting here. Very light with my brush, getting rid of my brush strokes, making this all one solid thing. Okay, just like that. When I've gone to painting classes, we had to discard leftover paint into buckets instead of down the drain, contaminate. At home, sadly, I use the sink. That might have had something to do with their sewerage system, though, doll. Since, like, they're using copious amount of paints throughout the whole day. Yeah, hair dryer if you want to get all fancy. But I'm an all natural girl. I'd rather have it dry organically. I think pushing it with a hair dryer could cause the paint to get brittle. So you might wind up with it being like cakey and stiff. I don't know. So I'm not a fan of the hair dryer. You guys use it, you like it, it works for you perfect, but I'm not a fan. Alright. So this has to dry a little bit more. So I'm going to take Mini-Me now. I'm going to take Mini-Me and we're going to put in our gumdrops along the path. Right? So I'm going to grab white paint, and this is the push and spin, right? Push it, spin your brush. Okay, little ones further away, and then as they get closer, you make them bigger and bigger. So I push and spin. Alright, make sure if you're doing the push and spin, make sure you don't have a lot of paint on your brush, because if you wind up having too much paint on your brush, you're going to wind up with this like ridge on the outside and none in the middle, and that's just going to cause you problems. That's why I'm not a fan of the push and spin. To do it correctly, you have to make sure that your paint on your brush is not goopy. You have to make sure you don't have too much paint on your brush. Okay, you have to get the push and spinny motion down So that's why I show you guys scribble circles and parentheses circles, because I just think they're more user friendly. But if you can knock this out of the park, good for you. If you can't, just take your, just do a little scribble circle. And so this one's small, this one's a little bit bigger, this one's going to be a little bit bigger. So now I'm doing the parentheses, now that I have my basic shape on the canvas. And then we're going to make this one even bigger. Okay. Right? And having a nice edge on your brush is important. Right? Having a nice edge on your brush is important. Some people get the push and spin like they've been doing it their whole life. Others, it's a tricky thing. For me, it's very tricky for me to accomplish. So it took me a long time practicing, and I noticed that my issue wasn't the motion, it was the amount of paint that was on my brush and the condition of my brush. Like, my brush wasn't, like if it was beat up and used, then it wasn't going to work as well. So it's very little paint, a good brush, right? This is a small shader, that's what Mini Me is, but he's brand spanking new. Okay, he's brand spanking new. Okay, so we got our gumdrops in place. Alright, then you need your lollipop circles. So when you do your lollipop circles, you want to put them in at an angle, right? See how these are an angle? Okay, so that way you definitely can put your sticks in without having them be stacked two together. Alright, so when you put your lollipop circles in, you want to make sure that they're going in at an angle. Okay, so we're going to start with one right here, and I'm going to do a parentheses, because these are a little bit bigger. So I like the parentheses. Okay, so we're going to start here. The more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get, so just own it. Maybe your lollipops had a few licks on them already. Okay, and then I'm going to come down, but at an angle, right? If my stick's going here, I want to make sure that I have this enough space, and then this one's going to be a little bit bigger than the other one. Right? One on the other side. Okay, you can add your last one in. And the last one over here is going to actually go into my gingerbread man, because this angle is more angled than that one. But that's okay. That's alright. Or say you only have two. That's fine too. Right? You can have one hiding behind your gingerbread man. It doesn't matter. It's Candyland. It doesn't matter. Okay? Now that my house is dry, now I can start adding the white to my house. Right? So you're going to go on the outer edge of the house here. I'm holding my brush back here, and you're just going to squiggle do. Okay? And on the other side. Right, small amount of paint, nice and loose and thin. You know, you're going to be doing lots of layers of white, so you don't have to make it white. You want to keep it thin. Okay, and squiggle do down the side. Okay, squiggle do down this side. go. And we put some in on the porch. So this was my porch. I got to clean it up still, but there was some coming in on the porch right here. And there's some coming in on the porch right there. Okay, and once you have that into place, I'm going to wipe off my brush, and now I'm going to put in on the corners was the peppermints. Okay, so another circle, and over here, right, and then you're going to have your gumdrops along the top. Okay, so I put one here, right, and I'm just doing little half circles, just so I can get the rounded top on them. And I'm doing one side then the other, so they stay pretty even. Okay, don't do your whole row down the one side and then try to do the other side, because then they're not going to wind up even. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to Troll Tap Dab Mini Me, and I'm going to grab my brown paint, and I'm going to I'm holding this like a pencil, right? And we're going to fix our porch line. Just letting the brush glide. Notice I'm moving my hand, not the brush, and I'm letting the bristles glide across. Okay. Now I'm going to grab the brown that has the black in it. Okay, I'm going to find my center and put my door in. Okay, make sure your door stops at the top of the porch, lined up with the bottom of these triangle snow parts. Okay, this is hard for OCD people. You just do even Steven on both sides. You just one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Okay, and then when you're starting to get to where the edge is, I mean, if you miscalculate, you can do gumdrops all the way down the side of the house too if you want to. This is your house, guys. You decorate it any way you want. If you want to add different candies to it, if you want to do your gumdrops all the way down the side of it, I mean, do whatever you want to do, because it's your gingerbread house. Okay, and now I'm going to, notice I'm not making a square. Notice I'm using my brush, pulling down. Notice I didn't make a square. I'm just using the flat of my brush, and I'm pulling down and going across until I have a square shape. And then the same thing over here, right? Then I can see the distance between the windows and the doors. I can see how high, right, the other window is, right? If you go to do a square, you're kind of committing, and you won't have any time to kind of adjust to make them even Steven, right? So I went like this, followed it across, went like this. Went like this, followed it across, went like that. Okay, then you have even Steven squares. That's not snow, it's whipped cream. right? Or frosting, all of that good stuff. Yum, scrummy dishes. Okay, swirl tap dab my brush, and then gumdrops across the middle. Okay, so I went above the door and I did, I found the middle of the door and then I did 2 on either side of the middle. Okay, if you need to place like little dots for yourself, right, to make sure you're going to get the same amount on either side, like April said, if we ever get snow, it would be a miracle. That cream cheese icing is the bomb. That's all I gotta say. That's like my favorite one. All right, so if you gotta put little dots to make sure that you're gonna have even Steven, then put your little dots in. The same with the gumdrops. If you gotta put dots in, right, and then you just make the shape big enough to where they're gonna meet each other. Okay, and one more. All right, so you get the idea. Then I added dots up into the roof, right? Again, right? One in the middle, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? In the middle, 1 here, 1 there, right? So you work out from the center, and then you do one side, other side, one side, the other side. Okay, so this way your stuff is even Steven. All right, we did dots under the gumdrops. Okay, again, I'm going to start in the middle. And I'm going to go 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Right, checking my spacing as I do that. Right, but I want you guys to decorate your gingerbread house any way you want to decorate it. Okay? Not like how I'm decorating it. Ding! Sam was like, "Hi, Kimberly, you're in the corner." Merry Christmas, get in the corner. Hi, Kimberly. How are you, sweetheart? That was hysterical, Sam. That was absolutely hysterical. Hey, Carol, how you doing, sweetheart? What's going on? Hey, you guys come in with brides. You don't have to go in the corner. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now, light brown. Gonna add my little cross. Okay. And wipe off my brush. And white paint. Squiggle do around the window. Right? Squiggle do around this window. And squiggle doos on the top of the door. Okay. Mr. Nifty. White paint. Candy cane time. Alright, so when you do your candy canes, draw your line first. Right? Draw your lines first. Okay, once you have your lines drawn, then go in and put the hook. Okay, if you try to do it like in one move, you're you're not going to get the hook to look right. Just telling you that, alright? Do your lines first, follow up the line, and then come out and do your hook. Okay, just like that. Up the line, do your hook. So, now, you guys know the drill, right? You're going to do white and your color. Let it dry. Go back, put your color on, okay? For all of your happy little gumdrops, lollipops, all of those things, right? So, if you want a red one, you're going to do white and red. Okay, we'll do this one here so I can just show you final details on these guys, right? So you do white and red first. Right? Let's do a gumdrop right here so I can show you final details on that. And then we're going to let it dry. And then go back in with our color. Kimberly's coming in too. Oh my goodness, you guys are cracking me up. Alright. Okay, and your gumdrops and everything else up top, once they dry, you're going to go in with white, right? You want this to be solid. You want this is a good painting for the people with the craft paint too. Because if you have the craft paint, you won't have to do as many layers. Alright, so make sure those are solid, not see-through, right? Solid like those guys right there. Okay? Now, for the gingerbread, okay, the first thing you want to do is you want to put the nose in. Alright, so here's the crook of the neck. Okay, crook. Crook of the neck, right? Visualize your circle being in there. And you're going to come in and your nose, right? It's not going to be over here, right? Because it's a 3/4 circle. It's going to be over here. So put your nose in first. Alright? And then the same with the other guy. Here's the crook of my neck. I'm picturing my circle. Right? Visualizing it. And then my nose is going to go here. Not over here. Tucked to the side. Okay? Also, whatever detail... It's Christmas, guys. Everybody's out of the corner. There you go. Sam, I trumped your jurisdiction. The judge came in. Judge, jury, and sheriff. And everybody's out of the corner. No corners in Christmas. No corners in Christmas. Alright, yeah, guys. 2 more days, guys. You guys ready? I don't know. Alright, then, right, the mouth is going to be... Then you could turn around and line up where your mouth is going to go. Okay? Right? Same with the other guy on the other side. Because now I know where my nose is, I know how to put the mouth in. Because you're only getting 3/4 of this face. Right? The eyes. Okay? The eyes. That's right. Clemency for Christmas. I like how you put that, Carolyn. It's clemency for Christmas. Okay. So, now that's an educated word right there. Now, your eyes, right, are going... Your eyes are going to go on either side of the nose, right? So, that's why I put this in first, because one eye is going to be all the way over here, and the other eye is going to be over here, right? And you can make them ovals. These are your gingerbread, guys. I don't want to get too much into the details because I want you to make them your own. And you know the drill. You do both eyes at once. Okay, so you can make them even Steven. Go back and forth between the two, making little adjustments along the way. Little adjustments along the way. Alright. And, okay, this guy had buttons. Right, so you're going to put your buttons on if you do buttons. Right, like I said, make these guys your own. Right, he had right, the little gingerbread swoop. And this one had the gingerbread swoop. Hey, Nikki, how you doing, sweetheart? Merry Christmas. I just granted corner clemency, as Carolyn put it. We have clemency for Christmas. So, nobody's going in the corner tonight. Alright, this gingerbread had a ruffle. Okay, so I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to squiggle up and down, and then bring it off the canvas. Right, we got a ruffle. The eyes of this one, well, there's my nose, so one's going to be here, and one's going to be here. You know, it is funny. So I told you guys about my mom doing the cover-up of my canvases. And you know what I had to do, which is absolutely hysterical? Any of the canvases that had characters on them, right, or animals or any of that sort of stuff, I had to give to my mom because it was very hard for me to cover those up because they were looking at me. OG means original gangster, which means you've been part of the crew since, like, the beginning. And that's why I call Tina B OG. Number one, it rhymes with their name. But number two, because Tina, along with a lot of others that are in here tonight, have been painting with me since the beginning. So that's OG. Original gangsters. Because you're all a motley crew, and I love every single one of you. Okay, so now, right, once your white and red is, I don't know, you're a G, Nikki. I don't know about an OG. Once your white and red is dry, which this isn't, but you're going to go in with just your red. Okay, and, you know, and you can make pastel colors if you don't want the bold, bright, solid colors. If you want it to be a bit pastel, you can do that too, right? You're just going to keep the colors mixed with the white. Right? You're going to do a whole bunch of layers of white on your frosting. Okay, a whole bunch of layers of white. You're going to do white on your gumdrops and stuff like that. Right, a whole bunch of white on that. Then you're going to do your colors on them. Okay. And then the pinwheel. The pinwheel was, I took Mr. Nifty and I took red paint. Right, I found my center. And then I just did arching lines out to the edge. Okay, and that's how you do the pinwheel. Alright, the candy cane, you're just adding stripes to it. Okay, so you just add your little stripes. Right, you got your candy canes. Okay, Now, the right, the gingerbread, right? I colored in their mouths. Okay, I put the black circles for their eyes. Right, and again, if one goes off the canvas, that's okay. That's okay. If you're only getting like a little hint of the eye, that's fine. It's where it's supposed to be. They're peeking in from the center, saying, "Hey, it's storming out here. We got snow hearts going on. Why don't you come on in and have some hot cocoa and get yourself all warmed up?" All right. So, final touches. Final touches. And I don't have a painting to show you because next week's going to be a how-to. I'll figure something out for everybody. And it's Christmas time, guys. You guys are amazing with the stars. Don't forget Venmo and PayPal. And, yeah. So, it's so cool to be hanging out with y'all on our holiday here. It's warming my little cold, bitter Grinch heart. And what was I doing? Oh, final touches. Okay, so you want to make sure your paint is nice and loose and thin, right? To do your blacks. Don't be trying to do a thin black straight line with thick goopy paint. Right? Your paint has to glide. It has to glide. Okay? And now you did the spacing on your lollipops good. So, right? Hold it like a pencil. Put your little guard out here if you need to. Make sure your paint is nice and loose and thin so it glides. Right? Put your lollipop sticks in. Right, and this one's hiding behind Freddy over here, so it's not going to happen. I have no idea where the name Freddy came from, but that's not going to happen. And then the last thing I did, last thing you do, right, once you have everything all colored in and everything's pretty and whatnot, is I added highlights. And I also tucked the gumdrops into the snow, into the path. Okay? So, white paint, clean Mr. Nifty, right? You go into your candies. On every candy, I added a highlight to it, right? Because candy's shiny, right? The gumdrops, everything. All the candies that we did. And then, for here, I tucked the candies into the snow and then pulled it out into my path. Okay, so that's how I did those. And then, of course, you need the, where's the light source? It's you. You're the light source. I didn't, like, if I put like the gumdrops, actually, I didn't turn around. I didn't put the highlights, like, all on the same side. See, I kind of scattered it. The lollipops I did on the same side. I mean, the gumdrops on here was all towards the top. But again, not all on the same sides. The candies were kind of in the middle, right? So, it's fun and it's whimsical, and you just want to make them look like they're shiny candies. So, I didn't really concern myself with the logistics of where a shine or a shadow would be. Okay, so putting that into place, we're going to turn around. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Right? Life dot. And I highlighted around the mouth like this. A little highlight on the nose. If it was colored in, you see it. So, guys, like I said, I'm not taking this any further because if I show you every color, every shape, every single little thing I did, you're just going to copy me. And I don't want you to do that because this painting is a lot of fun and you can get quirky with it and you can get cute. Thank you for the stars, sweetheart. I appreciate that. I know, I want candy so bad right now. Thank you, Tina B. I want you to have a lot of fun with this painting. I want you to make the candies the colors you want them to be. I want you to turn around and decorate your gingerbread any way you want. Add eyebrows, add eyelashes, add whatever you want to add to them. And, you could do that, Kimberly. You can add a moon if you'd like to. You can, you know, have fun, right? What's my motto? Have fun and go create. So, yeah, April, I hear you, right? Let's just have some awesome blessings in the new year. I'm going to see you guys for the new year, but I definitely want you guys to have an amazing holiday. You know, my Christmas peeps out there, I hope you get warmth and blessings and light and, you know, just take that breath every once in a while in the chaos and remember that it is a season of caring and giving and having, you know, all good tidings around you. So keep that in mind. And I love you all. And I want you to have an amazing holiday. And I'm going to see you before the new year. I'm going to see you next Friday. Okay, guys? So you all have an amazing holiday. Have fun with this painting. I will put a spot on the page to post any of your creations. If you guys have Christmas ones that you've been working on, Merry Christmas, everybody. If you guys have ones from the holiday you've been working on, please share it there so I can do like a holiday posting with everything beforehand. And love you guys right back. All right. You have a Merry Christmas, guys, and I'm going to see you next week. Now, what did they do with the button to end the live? Oh, it's right by the I hit it before. Merry Christmas, everybody.